Hello everyone, this is part 2 of learning gypsum products, and if you have not referred to the basics of gypsum product, go visit the first video. I am Dr. Riddhi Lalan, author of Prosthodontic Mind Map book, and today we shall be discussing about manipulation of gypsum product. One of the most commonest mistake that we make is that we take the powder and we keep on adding water onto water till we get the desirable mix. You are not supposed to do that. If you have been doing this, please stop. So what becomes important here is the water powder ratio. And it says water powder ratio. It does not say powder water ratio. So put your water first and then put your powder to it. So once you get your desirable water powder ratio, it is specified by the manufacturer. You don't have to experiment. You don't have to try to change it. You would get your maximum strength. It will decide the physical and chemical properties, and the requirement of water can be affected by shape and compactness of the crystal. So here alpha and beta will play a very major role. At the same time, the different types, type 1 to type 5, will have a different proportioning that will be required. The surface active materials. There are substances like accelerators and retarders that can actually govern the reaction and the particle size distribution. Denser the particle, would the water powder ratio be more or less? And let me know. Now, when you have to manipulate your gypsum, you can either do it by yourself, which is the manual or hand mixing technique, or you can let a machine do it for you and make your work easy, which is the mechanical mixing. But when you do it by yourself, which you have to do it when you perform in your college, what is the one thing that you would have to consider? Water is supposed to be taken first. Water powder are dispensed according to the recommended ratio. Now, if you have to minimize the air entrapment, you put it onto the vibrator, because vigorous movement will just let the air bubble escape, and then you let it settle for like 30 seconds. Mix vigorously. Okay, so you start mixing in a circular motion and then periodically wipe on the side of the bowl. So the bowl is flexible. So you just have to take your spatula and wipe it onto the side such that all the particles are equally wet by the water. Once you obtain the creamy mix, the spatulation lasts for around 45 seconds to a minute. And then you vibrate the mix and pour it into your impression. It's that easy. But some of you might then even prefer a mechanical mixing. And I don't doubt you, because mechanical mixing will give one advantage: there would be no air entrapment. Because it is mechanical, it's done under vacuum. There's no chance of air being entrapped into your material. So the set material is going to be much denser and strong at the same time. But the only thing is the money that would be involved. You want a better thing? You're supposed to invest into it. So this was all about manipulation of gypsum product. Let's just quickly revise. So the first thing that you do is you pour the water. Then you put your powder according to the recommendation of your manufacturer. Then you mix uniformly, making sure that your powder is wet equally. All the surface have been wet. Then you vigorously mix it and then you swipe it around the borders. And the last thing that you would do is, once you get the soft creamy mix and you have removed all the air bubble, you pour it into your impression. This is how a vacuum mixer actually looks like. You might have it in your colleges. Now, when we talk about water powder ratio, okay, so when we say water to powder, water is in ml and powder is in gram. So if I have to take 50 ml of water for 100 grams of powder, it will be around 0.5. The ratio turns out to be 0.5. What is fixed here is 100 gram of powder. We are changing the water. The denominator stays the same. So everything, what you need to learn is this one thing, okay? Now numericals are something that you are bound to remember in dental material. Irrespective because these things will not change. So it can be 50 ml to 100 gram to 55 ml to 100 gram. Type 2 will have 45 to 50 ml per 100 gram. Type 3 will have 28 to 30 ml per 100 gram. Type 4 will have 22 to 24. And last, type 5 will have 18 to 22 gram. So if you see, the water requirement as we moved from first to fifth reduces. Lesser the water, more denser is going to be the mix, more better is going to be the product, which is also because of the structural properties of gypsum material. Let's look into the flashcard. So during manipulation of gypsum product, how do changes in water powder ratio affect setting time and setting expansion? So this I know we have not discussed here, but this is just a glimpse of what we are going to learn in the next lecture. I do not expect you to know this, but let's see what is it going to do. When the water powder ratio is increased, it's actually going to increase your setting time but decrease the strength, decrease the setting expansion. So excess water in crystal separation and porosity after evaporation leads to weaker interlocking structure. Now we know that they either can be prismatic or they can be irregular in shape. But if at all the water powder ratio has been changed, it will mean that either the water is insufficient. So the setting time will be increased, but at the same time, strength is directly going to be reduced because excess water is always going to separate the crystals and porosities will happen after evaporation. There was water that was present and once it evaporated, it left porosity. This led to weaker strength. Now we talk about the MCQ. A type 3 dental stone is mixed with lower than recommended water powder ratio. So water powder ratio decreased and spatulated vigorously for 90 seconds. Which of the following combination is most likely? Increased setting time. So let's take water powder ratio into consideration. Now this was decreased, which means that so setting time, setting expansion and strength. These are the three factors that we have to consider. So the water powder ratio has decreased, but there is vigorous spatulation. We need to understand that decrease in water powder ratio is going to increase strength and increase expansion. But on the other hand, vigorous spatulation is going to result in reduced setting time and increased expansion. So now the net result that we obtain is it's going to set faster. There is going to be more expansion because of the resultant thing. And the final product is going to be stronger. So this was a very tricky question. You actually need to club all the consideration. And again, it is about setting time, setting expansion. We shall be talking about it in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.